It's Week 11 of the National Football League, and we'll see Christian Watson. He comes in fourth in the NFL in receiving yardage. It's the Packers and the Lions, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 24.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, we're in November now, so this is where you really need to settle in, start getting down to business.
And in baseball, they talk about the dog days of August. November, these are the dog days of football, trying to get in position for the big push.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl, and came really within 1 quarter of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. And Charles, we see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back on the field in a hurry.
Brandon, I'm going to go ahead and age myself, but I'm going to ask you, when you were in high school and there were injuries, did you hear next man up from your coaches?
Well, you hear it every week now in the NFL, that's for sure.
You know, back when I played when dinosaurs roamed the earth, you didn't hear next man up. You heard, oh, no, we've got to put in Davis.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Blake Gillikin on a punt now on 4th down. Jaden Reed is deep for Green Bay. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the... Now a hit and a loose football. And this is scooped up and into the end zone. A scoop and score on a fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. Chris Boswell now for the extra point.
Hey! Broncos wait. Roll!
It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead at 7-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
Menu narration option is set to off.
On first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Now this defense for the Lions, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Delay of game, offense.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Working out of the gun. Love. He finds his man. Complete. It's Reed. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Love. And that's going to be incomplete. You talk about this Lions defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Now a draw play. This is Jones. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 44 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
first down carry by Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Play fake. Here's Love. Rolling to his right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Love looking to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown! Jayden Reed hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Carlson's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the result, a Green Bay score. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel. I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. Able to avoid him. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Again, it's Robinson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
You're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On first down, it's gone. And incomplete. Trying to find Jamison Williams. And it's 2nd down. You look at this Packers defense. They enter play 1 from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
And that's been an Achilles heel for them all season long, being able to play against the run, being able to slow teams down. But it's not just that. When you give up big chunks of yardage in the running game, it also opens up the passing options for the team you're playing as well. So typically, when you don't play the run well, you're getting hit in all phases. That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 48. Boswell's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, heal up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
Play action this time with Love. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's 2nd and 10. Love going to give this one to Jones. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now 3rd down and 7. To pass, here's Jordan Love. That'll be caught right side by Reed. Pulling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And here's Trenton Gill now. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. That's pulled in at the 32. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
2nd down and 8. Here's Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Here's Goff. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So a 1st interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11.
22 needle.
Love from the gun. Oh, that'll be incomplete. And it took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try to hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test it perimeter. And that time, they were up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, Love. Over the middle, complete. That's Reed. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Pass caught, it's Romeo Doubs. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. So after 2 1st downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Going back to Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now 2nd and 3.
Trouble, 38. 6. Madden. Ready?
To throw now. Here's Love. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
On the double. Cut.
Running right, Jones. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Here we go, set.
They just do get the play off. Love going to throw it. That's a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson, 26 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Goff. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the return will stop right around the 25.
But they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Following the interception, Love. That is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the delay, Jones. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. They'll go again to Jones. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
An inside give to Jones. And let me tell you, that wasn't as easy as it looked. Dancing away and moving forward for 6 yards. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. From the 5, 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And they are able to add on to their advantage. With solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. And Detroit back in possession of the football. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Ball on a 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Goff. Going underneath. Gibbs has it. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. Goff now looks to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 24 yards.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
On the counter, this is Robinson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Gibbs straight ahead. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
A good scheme and an early win for this pass rush. They got back there before he could work through his entire progression and ended that play early.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Green Bay returning on offense, led by running back Aaron Jones. He's up over 1,200 yards now on the season. Had a touchdown on that last drive as well. Things continuing to trend in the right direction for this offense, but specifically, Charles, this running game.
And it all comes back to one word, doesn't it? Cohesion. Because you have to have that. Center, guards, tackles, tight ends. Some of the wide receivers being involved. Maybe a lead runner at times. Maybe a fullback. But all in all, those X's and O's on the grease board that look so nice, that turns into a jumble in real life. And these guys have to know what to do on the run, on the move. They've done it well for them all year long.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Love. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape. I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Robinson is going backwards here. Now they come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Robinson will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
2nd and 5.
Red 52. Red cycle.
Love now. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Up the middle, Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 103 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds, to continue to move people.
Love's throw finds its target, Dobbs. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Ready, break.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Again, it's Jones. He will push his way down to about the 14. Big Derek Brown making the stop.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Let's
The
go.
last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch out now. 50 Fury.
Now Love. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's got to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Love, they go play action now. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Carlson's extra point up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. Brian Robinson Jr. making his way back onto the field. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense has done a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
7 yards there and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Hold on. Check. Here we go.
Goff. Finding Williams once more. Complete. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Now Goff. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he is going to have a Lions first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
That's just what you call a chain mover right there. Nothing fancy. Get the ball out to the back, and you're asking him to make a little bit extra out of maybe what is nothing. And he does exactly that. Picks up the first down. I can't wait till we get to the point, partner.
Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Touchdown, Detroit. Brian Robinson Jr. with his 6th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions have got it back to within a score. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes it a 28-24 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Christian Watson and the rest of this offense back out now. He has certainly made the most of his catches so far, both of them going for touchdowns here in half number 1.
And we've never met a team that doesn't talk about getting off to a fast start and featuring guys that they want to have the ball early. We're seeing both of those come into play here. Off to an incredible start, got their feature guy going, and now everyone else should have opportunities.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 174 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set. Fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now a draw play. This is Jones. Shifts by him. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 42. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down. They hit him with the draw instead, pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on second and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field, and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give them the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
10 cycles.
The give is to Jones. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Here we go.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 3. In motion right, Dobbs. Now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Let's face it, when you have a guy who can pick up those types of runs and keep the chains moving or stay ahead of the chains, you're making everyone else on offense happy because you're opening things up to allow for a whole lot of different play calls.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And some oohs and ahs from the crowd as he jukes his way forward for a couple of yards. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 8.
52 blaster.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Oh, great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Okay.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
7 yards left for second down. Ball at the 10.
Blaster, 6. Drill 3.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. Touchdown! Romeo Doubs from 10 yards out. And the Packers are able to extend their lead.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
And they're trying to line up quickly here. Goff urging them on. 2nd and 3. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 11 more on that one and another first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Goff on first down. Checks this one down to Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second in a couple.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw on second down is gone. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. To throw is gone. Going right back to Fant. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. Now it's Goff. And a dump off here to Robinson. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Now Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. And in for the Lions touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones as the first half is winding down. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is down to 4. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half, Love. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season is going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend, so lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And in the second quarter, it's the Vikings who are out on top. Sam Darnold has a couple of touchdown passes. From there, let's stay in the Midwest and head down to Kansas.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Now the Packer offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Love going to give this one to Jones. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now a second down throw for Love here. That's complete to Dobbs. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? Like any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? Lava's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just the series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. A give to Jones. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 3rd down, Love. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 13-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st and 10, Love. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9.
From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1.
38.
Jones. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And a 2nd effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Goff. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Back to throw, Goff. And his throw here's incomplete.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. That is caught, and he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Gibbs. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Brian Robinson Jr. taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Lions have cut it back within a score. Goff and that Lions offense staying on the field. They'll try for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Green Bay returning on offense, led by running back Aaron Jones. The Yeoman's effort on that last drive, 7 carries, got the touchdown as well. And the O-line probably got a little extra oxygen on the sideline in between.
And deservedly so, because they were also calling for him to continue to get the ball because there's a rhythm that gets established, right? When you're running it well and the back's getting the ball and he's in sync and reading blocks and the offensive line wants to continue to pound away. Haven't met an offensive lineman yet that likes to pass block more than he likes to run block. And that last drive, we saw the end result, didn't we?
Yep, and all were rewarded with a trip to pay dirt.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10. On play action. Love to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Well, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
To throw now. Here's Love. This pass caught. It's Dobbs with it. Down the sideline he goes. And it's a Packers touchdown. Romeo Dobbs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to stretch out their lead. Carlson on for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And that drive all capped off with a Romeo Dobbs touchdown. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. Brian Robinson Jr. making his way back onto the field.
I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Off play action. Here's Goff. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
There's Goff. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. A big play there for Detroit. 47 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
They'll run with Robinson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Brian Robinson Jr. taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Lions are back within a score. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it was capped off by the touchdown run from Brian Robinson. Keyshawn Nixon now on the return. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Green Bay about set for another series. Here comes Romeo Doubs.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
First down, going to the air with Love. Out route, he finds his man. It's Jones.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
Early down stuff, so put this offense in precarious position. You know the security point of attack, especially against the big-minded guys in the middle of this team, has got to be priority one.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. The delay, Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped.
They'll go again to Jones. Gets around him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Goodson.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As as usual, the hallmark of a good run defense? Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand. And that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Love. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 33. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
First down, Love to pass. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit. Again, it's Love. Flushed out right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense has other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An inside give to Jones. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Well, Love wants to shift things around. Now Jones. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Jones will score. Touchdown, Packers.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Carlson's extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. And Detroit getting set to go now. we have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch it. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Goff.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
The offense on 3rd down, 6 conversions in 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 4. Here's a screen for Robinson. Finding space at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. St. Brown making the catch on the out route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat. Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
He finds Robinson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. He's got his big tight end, Fant. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year, his 5th overall. And the Lions have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point put through by Boswell. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Ready. 62 blaster.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now Love. And got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 34.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop.
And that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up second down.
Let's go.
Up the middle, Jones. And a short gain down to about the 33. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Again, it's Jones. Well, I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Love looking to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Now a draw play. This is Jones. They stopped short. Down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get it all the way home. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Jones again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. And now Love going to change things up. They'll try to run it in with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Packers will add to their 4th quarter lead. Now Carlson for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. That time a 9-play drive. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line. He'll start with a give to Robinson. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And that will be incomplete as well.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Fielded just inside the 30. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Green Bay about set for another series. Here comes Romeo Doubs.
He's north of 150 yards in this game. He's been doing his thing, hasn't he?
That he has, and he's been enjoying himself. And it's the type of game that you get locked into a pretty good groove. May not be record-shattering, but it's the type of game that if you accumulate that throughout a season, you can be one of the top receivers in the game.
See how much they incorporate him here on this drive. He'll buy some time right.
Eyes the crossing route and hits Watson.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this...
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're... So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
They go bootleg. Love. They'll roll him out right. It's complete to Williams. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down.
Here we go. Here we go. Go. Red cycle.
Throwing. Love. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Love going to give this one to Jones.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Jones
with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list.
And the Packers look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. It's a team that's playing at an elite level.
Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass.
Here's Gong. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. And here they get it to him again on the screen, and it turns into a nice positive play.
The Lions on 3rd down. Now they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
They'll run for it with Robinson.
And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, oh, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively.
Offside, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Goff now to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now Goff. And that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the 2nd half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And that's going to be another 1st down. Good running for him to start the drive. This one, 11 yards. 11 yards there, just like last play. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Up the middle they go. Goodson. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs. Now 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Goodson. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here now a 3rd down and 8. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down.
10 cycles.
To throw now. Here's Love. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Jadeveon Clowney able to record his 5th sack of the season. So off goes Love. On is Carlson for the Packer field goal. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Goff. This is Fant on the short completion. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
This is 2nd and 8. Now Goff. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 36. Now it's Goff. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. They run the draw here with Robinson. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here's Goff. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Back to throw. Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Trying to get that to Jahmyr Gibbs out of the backfield. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Gone. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. How about the defensive stand here from 1st and goal? 3 straight incompletion.
Yeah, I think people are wondering why didn't they try and run it at least once in there. But once the first incompletion happened, it's almost like they were committed to throwing the ball from then on out.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. touchdown. Khalif Raymond, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Boswell good with the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. Oh, did the Lions get it? Yes, they recover. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. On second down, here's Goff. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Here's Goff. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win, needed one desperately.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this.